And we're live. Mick, thank you for your patience. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining us for the live here. My power had a big burp right 1 minute before showtime. That's usually the way it works. So we were offline for a few minutes. Wow, we got a big group in here already. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. You probably recognize this gentleman. This is Mick Franklin, Winnebago Motor Homes. Mick, say hi to the folks.
Hello, how's everybody doing today?
Happy Thursday. It's a happy day anywhere the sun's shining, and I saw there in Rockford, Illinois, it's shining pretty bright.
It is. It's finally sunny and a little warm here today, so I can't complain. Not like Florida, but pretty nice.
I got my AC running, I got to tell you. So thanks for joining the live. This is kind of cool because you folks ordered this rig back in August, and you just got it like last week or something like that, right? And we want to kind of give the folks a walkthrough. Let me splash this again for us. This is the Solis Pocket 36B. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to show the two floor plans in a second. Then we're going to jump out and give a live tour. But we're going to kind of show you what you're looking at, put this in context a little bit. So what makes this different, and Mick kind of walk us through this. So this is the 36A. This is what's been out for a few years, hugely popular. And it's on the biggest Ram ProMaster chassis?
The smallest.
The smallest. I knew there's something. That's why it's tiny and mighty. So just kind of point out some of the key things here in the 36A floor plan, because it's going to make it super apparent what the 36B has different about it.
The 36A is definitely, you got a probably a little bigger bed in a more probably permanent bed situation, where the B is a little more versatile in that aspect, and a lot of different configurations you can put that dinette into.
Yeah, and so in the middle there, what you're looking above the galley where the black cooktop is, to the right of that is the cab seat spun around. And then there's that really transformer dinette. And it did a couple of cool things. You can make it into a bed, a day bed, a dinette. But really all the energy and the space was taken up by the beds, the permanent beds, as Mick was talking about, in the rear. And when we show you the 36B, where the extra beds go, no longer there. Now what are we looking at?
So now we got a smaller van, 17.5-foot van with a full-size bathroom in it, which we don't have at all in the 36A, and more counter space. So it's just more versatile and a little more setup probably involved when you do want to make it into a bed, but a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, it's just incredible. It's the same size van. It's about 17, just short of 18 feet, like 17 feet, 8 inches, something like that. So the same size chassis, but a very different floor plan, certainly in the back. And that's what we want to show you today. And we want to kind of juxtapose this to the Ram 3500 ProMaster that Travato's built in. We're going to show the difference in the size. You're going to be shocked. Let's just flash up some of the specifications here quick. I think a lot of folks like to know these. And again, they're kind of looking at the 36A versus B. B's on the right-hand column. And they say the A can sleep 3 and the B only sleeps 2, but everything else is really the same, right?
Yeah, very similar specs there. And the one thing too, you can always do the Luno bed in the cab seats area too, to gain another sleeping spot as well. So
it's like a big air mattress that sits in the cab seats up front. With the kid would love it. He'd be honking the horn all night, the grandkid, right?
Right.
One more thing here we want to show you, because this is a big differentiator besides the bathroom that you saw on the floor plan, and this is the electrical system. There has an air conditioning unit in the roof, and then Mick, what's the this Winnebago EcoFlow power kit thingy? EcoFlow.
Yeah, it's a new lithium power 48-volt system. Winnebago's got together with a multifunctional inverter, 48-volt system, so it does have a DC to DC inverter and also an AC to DC inverter to you can be off grid and still run all your 110-volt appliances off that lithium power.
It's pretty cool, right? It's Volta-Lite. I don't know. And I just want to give a huge shout out if you're shopping for a motorhome, any Winnebago product that you guys carry everything, right? This is where I bought my my Travato. We signed the paperwork in June of 18. You guys, I made you put on a birthday hat, Mick. In when did we get it? October of 18, and my life has forever been changed. So if you're looking for how'd you guys snag this URL, Winnebago Motor Homes?
Well, we've been a dealer for over 50 years, and we're in the county of Winnebago here in the small town of Winnebago. It's just a mile down the road. And my grandpa came up with that name when we first became a dealer. And with the internet, it's become a nice name to have.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. You guys do a search, and you guys pop right up like organic search. It's pretty amazing. So with this, what we want to do is we want to have you leave your office. I'm going to turn on the van cam. I'm going to mute you there first, Mick, and then we have a camera woman helping us out. I'm going to turn on her mic. Unmute mic. There we go. I'm going to take his office off. And now what we're going to do is kind of compare, ladies and gentlemen, the two sizes of chassis. Again, the 1500 versus the 3500. And all the vans you're looking at right now are Solis products. The big difference is feature sets and van length. We're going to definitely, I see some questions in here already. And we are going to try and get through some of this. If there's a very specific question, we will address it. We want to get through the van tour and then answer the questions toward the end. We're going to go for about, since we started a little late, about 20, 25 minutes. So, Mick, help us understand what we're looking at. Let's kind of do the size comparison. So where's the gray van that's in the background? There we go. So the van that's in the foreground on the right that's gray, what is that versus the one that's behind that? I think you got the phone on mute. There we go.
You can see the difference in that footprint.
So we're looking at in the front, in the foreground is the 1500 ProMaster. In the background,
can you hear us, Scott?
one. Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. Say something.
Well, I'm sorry. We kind of broke up there for a minute. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So we're just kind of, again, pointing out that it's about an extra 2 feet plus on the larger Solis that's on the 3500 ProMaster.
Correct. The pockets, just a little over 17 foot. The P model Solis, you're 19, and the PX, you're 21.
So a big difference. So let's have you swing to your right, Tricia, and we're going to have you follow Mick into the van. There's a few things on the outside we want to point out.
On the outside of the van, they do have a nice, little folding table, and it is adjustable for different terrain if you're not perfectly level. When you first come in, you got a convenient location for the fridge. USB 12-volt, 110 power.
So we're gonna have Tricia get our camera lady get situated. We're gonna talk about this. This bed is table dinette situation is pretty unique, right? So kind of give us what are we looking at? How's the table move up and down? Maybe move a few cushions around.
Kind of your traditional spot with a 2-person dinette. It can very easily be transformed into a 4-person dinette. It does limit your accessibility through the van, but this seat will swing over to give you more room for 2 people to sit, and then the same with that other end to give you a 4-person dinette for game night or whatever you want to use that for. But then you can also convert it into a single sleeper, a double sleeper, a sofa, day bed, whatever you'd like to do. It's this table is kind of on a hydraulic pedestal. You can very easily, pull a lever, and that just pushes down, and
that's pretty cool.
Spread our cushions out and make a nice little sofa out of it as well. So that would be if we wanted to use that as a sofa during the day or a single sleeper.
And it looks like I'm looking at the specs. The twin bed, what you have right there, if I'm reading it right, is 30-inch.
30. Yeah, this configuration is 30 by 70. If we go into the double, double sleeping configuration, it's 53 by 70.
75. So 30 by 75, and then 53 by 75. So a nice size bed.
Yes.
But what's kind of the problem if you have the bed made for a double bed?
If you have it for that double sleeping, you are going to take up this whole space, so it's not as easy to get back into your bathroom or something like that, but it is still very easily transformed. With this bottom seat, it just simply slides over and locks in.
Oh yeah.
And
And then there are safety belts here to snap in for when you're traveling as well. It makes it very, very secure. It's been tested for 2 people to sit forward while the van's in movement as well. So we can
Oh yeah.
and then when the table's up, you know, you can still sit 2 people facing forward, and you still have a 3-point seat belt.
That's so
As
smart.
well. And they have them color coded, so it's very easy to use and buckle in. And then you're going to do the same thing for this side as well.
Yeah.
But when I do have that, you know, slid out, this other side's going to slide out just like the rear would, and then that's when we can fold it out and make that larger size bed out of it.
We have a question from Roads of Life. You were talking about seatbelts. So he's saying, how many seatbelts in that area? Is it 2 of the 3-point that you just were in?
Yeah, you got the driver passenger seat with seatbelts,
Right.
and then the 2 in the back with seatbelts. And the other thing too, car seat. It has a car seat tether as well if a person would like to needs a car seat.
That is really, really smart. So maybe let's have you put the table back up to a dinette. That looked pretty easy. And if anybody's been to the Super Show, saw the Wingham imported van, their table collapses on a single pedestal hydraulic. Trisha, your finger's in the way.
Sorry?
There you go. You're fine. Very, very similar. And so I'm really excited to see that in a Winnebago product, that style of piston. So we're going to have kind of put that together, and then we're going to talk about the cabinets, the windows, and then we're going to talk about the galley. But that's a pretty transformer space, right?
Very, very simple to use. They do have safety features built in too that it will not allow the vehicle to start if you do not have your seats in the right position and locked into position for safety.
Oh, that's cool. So maybe just kind of show us the cabinetry.
On the driver's side, we have, for a small van, we still have 3 sets of cabinets. On the driver's side, on the passenger side over the galley, we have 2 more.
It's a lot of cabinetry, right?
3 drawers, about 2.5 feet of counter space. So again, in a small van, a lot of room, a lot of cabinet space, to do a lot of different things.
And the propane, the cooktop is propane, is that?
Yep, and we got a 2-burner cooktop.
Nice. That's
and then
great.
We have the Truma Combi heating system too, which works off LP for heating the coach and hot water.
And Truma, if you ever use that in cold weather, you know what a great thing that is. We're getting a few questions. Mick, on a microwave, does not come with one, but is there enough space for somebody to get a really small one to?
Yeah, and that's the one nice thing with the Solis. I think a lot of people do a lot of mods themselves, and gives you some versatility to kind of do a little bit of what you want and what's best for you. Maybe a countertop microwave you're going to build in, or like we've talked earlier, maybe air fryer or something like that. Whatever fits your needs better.
And with the power pack, you can actually do that. So kind of in front of you, Mick, above the patio door, there's some control panels.
Yep, this is the panel for our EcoFlow system. And then our panel for our holding tank, our gray water tank, freshwater, or actually a freshwater. And then our Truma Combi system here for controlling heat and water heat.
Heat and water heat. Maybe can you just kind of scroll us through a few screens on that, the Winnebago, the touch screen?
Yep. So right here, the system, right now I'm plugged into AC. So it's telling me we've got 8 minutes until this unit is fully charged. And it's showing us that we're at 98%. We can go into our input screens. So with the input, we can charge off the alternator, we can charge off solar, or we can charge off our AC shoreline. This is a graph kind of showing us what our usage is, our power curve, but the only thing I have going right now is some lights so you can see we're fairly flat.
Mm-hmm.
but then we can also go into the output, and we have, AC output and DC output. So many people, if you're used to a motorhome with a battery disconnect switch, that's basically what this is going to do. So if I shut that AC off, it kills everything in the van.
AC meaning alternating current.
I mean, yeah, I said AC. That was my DC that I shut off. So I'm shutting off all my battery power. So it's just like a disconnect switch on your house batteries.
Nice. And the switch to the left of that?
This is just a light switch for the LED light strip over the driver passenger.
Over the driver. Yeah, that's those are super great. There's kind of two settings, bright and brighter.
Yep.
I got a bug screen there. That's great. And maybe Trish, if you kind of look out, so if you're at the Grand Canyon, the mountain lake, that's what you'd be looking at. Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, and then you can, it just zips in and out. And then we do have a screen that you can put in the back as well. And I have that off right now just so we can see, for demonstration, we can see everything a little bit better with that off. But it just Velcros in. Very easy to use back there as well.
That's great. So let's have you go back toward the rear of the van, please. This is where a lot of the juice is. I mean, the seating dinette bed situation is cool, but what makes it so different, besides the power, we'll talk about that at the end with the MSRP and availability, is what is that in the doorway back there?
Yes, we have actually a full bath. So then we have shower, bathroom, a cassette type toilet.
Look at that. It's got a real sink. That is
medicine cabinet with mirror. So it's just in a 17-foot unit. We got a lot of bathroom.
So we got our camera lady helping us. I'm just stunned at this. I mean, this is really a big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
I still have my shoes on too, but I'm about 6 foot, and then still have room to stand up here, take a nice shower. Here we have a place to hold our shower head as well. And if you are using it as with a toilet in this van, even that's kind of versatile too. If you're going someplace you're not going to use that, and it's totally removable. And you can take and remove that all together. And now look at the size of room you got in a shower
So let's keep going.
Then you can kind of see your outside your shower hook up here with the wand, so you can use it inside the van. It does have a where you can put a screen here, a curtain up as well, and use it as a complete outside shower if you want. A lot of versatility. Again, a lot of counter space. Even a lot of storage back here. You got places where you can maybe set razors or whatever you want up in your shelves. Cabinets above, adjustable. They have a hanging rod in there too. If you want to get rid of that shelf altogether, you can hang some shirts, stuff like that in there as well. Nice little cargo bungee area here. We can hold some things. That's where I got our screen at the moment. Another storage area here. Try to use all available space we can. Another nice thing about the Solis, the B van, is the holding tanks, your freshwater tank, LP tank. They're all inside the van, help us with ground clearance, and also make it a 4-season camper. This is where our LP tank is at. It is completely, it's got a rubber seal around here, so it's totally sealed from you have nothing to worry about as far as vapors or anything like that. It's totally sealed off from the van. It does have vents out the bottom of the compartment, so LP is heavier, and it will if we do have a leak, it's all going to go out the bottom of the van. It's a 20-pound cylinder. You can go get that filled or exchanged anywhere. Menards, Walmart, wherever just makes it very easy to use. There are 2 little quick couples that disconnect, and that hinges out and makes it very easy to take it and go and change that.
That's cool. I'm just so impressed by how much is in this 17-foot van. It's just stunning. The bathroom's amazing. They do need to have a shower curtain because of all the woodwork back there. That must be.
Yeah, there is a shower curtain that goes all the way around, and we can keep everything protected. It's got a door that you can close here as well to close off that bathroom altogether.
Oh, that's cool. I'm seeing that trend of that style of shower door, which is really great. So folks are asking about any options on toilets. So if you don't like that one, you want a composting, it's probably a mod after the fact.
That would have to be a mod after fact. That's the only thing that Winnebago offers from the
ship with it. Okay. So same with the dry flush. People are. We just did a big show last night on toilets, so we're all juiced up on toilets this week.
Yep.
The Go Small group. This is great. And your water in, is it there, Mick, to your right where the shower is? So water in.
Yeah, this is our city water would be here.
Yeah. Okay. And that's becoming more common even in adventure vans. That is so great. Let's have you go. Let's kind of walk around the van on the exterior. Then we'll have you jump inside. And we've got a few more questions, and we want to talk about warranty, availability, price, all that stuff. So we saw the table out here.
Nope, that's still our adjustable table.
Was there anything on the other side we should see?
On the other side, I mean, there's not really much there as far as living area or your vent for your Truma, stuff like that is about the only thing you're going to see on this side. Our shore power hookup is here. Vent for the Truma Combi. We do have emergency access to our LP tank, so if someone needs to shut that gas valve off, you can very easily just with a quick access to this door here.
All right.
And that's all there is on.
I kind of like the color scheme. What do you folks watching this? I've always seen them in white, and this is kind of the granite gray with the blacked out wheels. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, ceramic gray and the blackout wheels.
So nice. Solis Pocket 36B. This is the smallest motorized vehicle van that Winnebago makes?
It is. Yes, it is. Smallest one.
Yeah.
They had the A first, and then the B kind of came as after that.
Yeah.
But both of them the same footprint, that 1710.
That's so great. Let's have you jump inside. Thank you for that. And we got some questions for the folks, and then we'll finish talk about electricity, because that's another big differentiator here. You two are doing a great job. You're hired. So great. So let's see. So Dave's got a few. Let me just zoom up back to the top. If you can help me with the format, which is like this. 3 stars, 3 question marks. It'll help me find your question. So we'll go for a few minutes here. See if we can get all these answered. So Selena has got a great point here. Whoops, this is Selena right here, saying that the length that easily fits in any driveway. I would agree with that, right?
Yeah, I mean, even in any standard parking spot or anything like that, it's really no bigger than some of your SUVs or small vans, stuff like that. It's and that's one of the things Winnebago was going for too. That if a single person using this, and I think it could be targeting some single females or anything like that want to use it. If you look at the outside of the van, it's kind of stealthy looking. It doesn't really shout out, "I'm an RV," so person could be by themselves and still feel very safe and an easy way to travel.
Well said. Here's a question from Roger and Jane. I think you know them.
Yes.
Customers of Mick. Let's say any option for additional lithium battery storage.
They do.
Capacity.
They do have an. Let me grab my. I'm sorry. I should have. That. I guess Winnebago. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stumbling over myself, but the EcoFlow system is an option. The lithium is an option, but they do not have anything that you can expand to it at this moment. I'm sure a person could add to it if you wanted to, but it's nothing that's offered from the factory. Right,
and we got to see this in action at the Super Show. So they're kind of rolling out this proprietary solution. It's pretty cool. Eric wants to know, is it lifted from the factory? Van lifted?
Yeah, Winnebago did not. That's not lifted at all. It's a standard height. They have not added anything as far as lifting the vehicle.
We talked about microwaves.
The oversized tires, it would be the only thing.
So a few questions. Here's Kathmandu, Mick. Are these, how well insulated is the Solis Pocket 36B?
They do. Winnebago does a nice job, and some of these panels you can see and we was just out at the factory here a few months ago, and they pack insulation in here to try to help and prevent, so we can use this as a 4-season vehicle.
I think we've answered a lot of these toilet questions. If you don't like what it comes with, you could figure out your own solution. But that's a pretty nice cassette toilet that you can remove the whole thing. I think that's pretty smart.
It's a cassette toilet, so you can take the cassette out and take that anywhere, and very easy to dump, and public restrooms, or a regular dump site. It just makes it very versatile, very easy to use, and
it's really cool. I'm just we've got Dave here wants to know, Mick, is there a propaneless option? Can you opt out of propane?
No, because with the cooktop and the furnace and the water heat, really there's nothing that we can do other than having that. They do not have an all electric option.
Yeah. And then Dave 49 wants to know, is this the 2024 Ram chassis?
It is. It is.
Okay. Linda, we kind of answered this already. She wants to know, combining a couple electrical system questions, can a second lithium battery be added? We said no. Is there a remote app to use along with the system? What about?
You can. There is an EcoFlow app that you can get on your phone. So if you're away from the vehicle, you can monitor it. You can keep tabs on your vehicle and know what your state of charge and how much time you have left, and so you can monitor that remotely.
This is rapid fire questions for Mick. Fernando wants to know, does it come in red with black trim, so the blacked out tires, wheels?
The colors that it comes in is the bright white, the deep cherry red, or the ceramic gray. And this is the ceramic gray that we're in right now. So you have white, the cherry, and ceramic gray.
And we can see the cherry through the back doors, so that's, yes. But it would have the blacked out wheels. And there's this. Yep. Thank you. Good job, camera woman, showing the white van with the blacked out wheels. Mick wants to Roads of Life wants to know, how tall is the van in total inside, and then maybe exterior? Is that easily?
Yeah, I got the let's see, exterior height of the van 9'5". Interior height is 6'3".
6'3". So if you're on the tall side, a transit-based van would probably give you more comfort, but you showed that it's pretty easy, right?
Like I say, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Miles per gallon?
18.22.
Nice. And Dave's saying it's too small for him. Also, there's other options. Here's Ryan. So this is good. So maybe this is a great tee up, Ryan. Thank you. So related to the 2024 59P Solis product, does Winnebago offer the 59P with a bench, pop top, and AC unit from the factory in 2024?
The only way you can get an AC on a P model is to do it without the pop top.
So maybe just kind of run us, because there's the Solis, and then there's the Solis Pocket. So maybe just run us through, if you can, I know it's off the top of your head, but what are the big differences between
the Solis Pocket? You cannot get a pop top on a Pocket. There's no pop top with a Pocket. 1710 in length. Then we go to the Solis P model, which is around 19 feet in length, and then you can have with or without a pop top. With the pop top, there is no AC. If you opt for no pop top, you can get an AC. There is no generator on a P model Solis. We go to the PX, which is 21 feet in length, the same length as a Travato. Then we have generator and roof air and pop top.
All that's pretty well listed on Winnebago's site, but that was a pretty good synopsis, sir. Thank you. Let's see. Sharon's got a great question. We love Sharon. Do the windows open? What type of, are these awning style or side by side?
They're slider windows throughout the van, and then we do have zip up curtains that we can use throughout the van as well. You can take them; they're very easy. You can remove them completely, take them out, wash them, whatever you want to do.
Oh wow!
But then they do, block out as well, and then also it does help prevent for a economy, stay cold or heat, to kind of help with that as well.
Let's see. Roger and Jane have another question on the cassette toilet capacity.
About just a little over 5 gallons.
5 gallons.
Fresh water 20 and gray water's 20.
Which is quite a bit, actually. How many hours can you get on the battery with the AC on?
And that's always a question you get, and it's a very hard question to answer because, just so many different variables. How many people are in the van? How many times you're going in and out of the van? What's the temperature, outside temperature that you're trying to cool the van in? Winnebago has told us that, that AC running at full capacity, so compressor's on all the time, you're going to get 3 to 4 hours out of it. And that's just running constantly. Now, in regular life, that compressor is probably going to be kicking on and off and, not running at full capacity the whole time either. So it's just really hard thing to answer, depending on conditions.
Yeah. So maybe just a couple more questions, then we want to kind of close this out. So Mick, Dave Green wants to know, is it the 118 wheelbase or the 156?
It's 130.
This is the 118,
and that's with the pocket, the 36A. So you're 136-inch wheelbase, and then when you go to the Solis is the 59P or 59PX, and we're 159-inch wheelbase on those.
Okay. And getting your crystal ball out, Mick, Ryan wants to know, do you think they will offer this with a pop top? He says, I would trade air conditioning for a pop top on the Pocket.
Boy, no, they just introduced, the 36A came about a year ago. The 36B is a new one for this year. I have not heard any hints of a pop top, but what's to come, who knows?
Yeah, this is so great. So let's do this. Let me kind of bring me back in the thing for just a second. And I hope everybody, great questions. I had a great group in here. This is so awesome. Mick, we just got a few final questions for you. Let me go back to full screen with you. And if you got a really pressing question, get them teed up because we're going to end this in just a few minutes. So help us with availability. Again, new on the marketplace. This unit we're in right now is available for sale. So we've been waiting for this floor plan. It's available now. What's generally available?
Yes, it is. It's this one is available. It's on the showroom floor here at our dealership, ready for sale. They are getting to be where they're more regularly available. And if a guy wants a certain color or something like that, let me know, and I can see how quickly I can get it for you.
Well said. And what is Winnebago's MSRP on this particular vehicle? And
this particular vehicle, because it does, the lithium is an option that's about a $6,000 option on this vehicle. So the way this one's equipped, list price is about $157,900. But it's something a person would buy a whole lot. I'm gonna say you're gonna be right around that 114 mark as far as the cost. And just to give you a comparison, on the 36A, that does not have lithium. That way you're going to be right around 100.
That was kind of an out the door price, not the MSRP. That's super helpful.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
MSRP on a 36A, I think I have that. That's going to be 142.
And just putting my 2 cents worth in, I think that you're getting a lot of van for that money, and certainly the floor plan and the size of the van is so tiny. It's really impressive. It's really impressive. I was in one for a few minutes at the Super Show a couple weeks ago, and it's a full feature van on a tiny footprint, tiny but mighty. Oops, sorry. And let's see. Last thing we want to talk about is does this have a standard Winnebago warranty on it? What would that be?
It does. Your 3-year 36 on drivetrain, 5-year 100,000 on the powertrain. The Winnebago warranty is 12 months, 15,000 miles. And then some, like a lot of your appliances are 2 years.
Makes sense. Let me just splash a couple of shout outs for you, Mick. So here's CT saying Winnebago's on the right track. That's definitely a trend we've seen at the Super Show is smaller vans and more floor plans. Here's Jane and Roger saying they're a customer of yours, right? Highly recommend Winnebago Motor Homes of Rockford, Illinois. They're a lovely couple. And then Linda saying, thank you guys for your time and information. I love the size. No other out there, which is so great. Oh, here's one on the tow. Wait, thank you, Linda. What's the tow capacity on this?
3,500 pounds.
Wow, same as the big guys. That's interesting. Same size engine, I think, right? I don't know.
It is same size, same size engine, 3.6 liter V6, 9-speed transmission. I took a Solis P model out to Philadelphia, and just a easy thing to drive, and I got 18, 19 miles to the gallon. It was a nice drive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, Mick, you stay there in the studio. We're gonna say thank you everybody to watch the live and is watching the repost. We may do a few more things off camera, and then repost this as a new video. You got to see it all real time live. We're going to be doing a lot more of these in the year 2024. This is the first time we've done one like this. So thank you, Mick, for playing the game. This was not a sponsored video. How much you're sending me a commission check, right, for about $1 million? Is that right?
That's right. Your checks
We just like showcasing best in class dealers, and this one is, and they're Winnebago only, so they know Winnebago product really well. And Mick, we were talking about the other trend we saw at the Super Show, which is if the van is too small for you and you want to go the other direction, the Echo was the home run at the Super Show. A lot of people are copying that now, but Winnebago's way out ahead of everybody else on that. The Echo. And you guys sell Echo?
We got Echoes, and then they also got that Mercedes Sprinter Echo coming too, and I should have one of those here within just a few weeks.
Well, maybe we'll do this again because it's a really compelling rig as well. The Echo. Hey, we could kind of do a side by side, baby Winnebago and a big Winnebago.
Yep, I'd love to do it with you anytime.
But not the biggest one. So thank you again for watching on the live. Everybody's giving us thumbs up. Appreciate that. And we'll see you soon. Peace be with you. Hang tight, Mick. Thanks, everybody.